Welcome back to SportsCenter in-game, the Southwest Airlines Intermission Report.
And back in the studio, joined by Barry Melrose, shortest hair I think we've seen from you.
Since I was born.
How much it cost you?
$4, buck a side. That's the way it always works.
1, 2, 3,
4. Perfect.
Big news tonight, Barry. Shane Corson of the Leafs suspended for the Game 7 against the Islanders. Corson's got 5 points in this series. Should he have been suspended, and how's it going to affect Toronto?
Yes, Shane should have been suspended. I love Shane Corson. He's one of the bravest, toughest guys I know in hockey. Bottom line, though, he kicked Cairns, and that cannot be accepted. That's the dirtiest thing in hockey. I can accept anything in hockey, any amount of physical activity, any aggressiveness. I cannot accept kicking. He got suspended 1 game, and a good call by Colin Campbell.
So no Corson for the Isles, but I should say for the Leafs, but the Isles already without Michael Pekka and Kenny Johnson. So,
but Sundin's not playing for the Leafs either, so it's pretty even.
Attrition on both sides. Now, 9:30 Eastern tonight, ESPN 2, Kings and the Avs. It's Game 7. It all comes down to this, and Peter Forsberg will be back in the lineup for Colorado.
Well, that's why this Game 7 has turned into a nightmare for Colorado. They wanted to win this thing in 5. They had a chance. They lost in overtime. Peter Forsberg was not able to play Game 6. He had a game off, so he should be well rested, but the bottom line is he's hurting physically. This has been a terribly aggressive series. He's been the brunt of many attacks because of the talent level and how good he is. They're going to continue to do that, and they got to do that. He's that good a player. They got to make this guy pay a price, Billy.
Now, the last year in this series, the Kings were down 3-1, forced to Game 7, and lost, trying not to have that happen tonight.
Well, this series now favors L.A. because all the pressure in the world's on the Colorado Avalanche. L.A. Kings have already had a good season. They weren't expected to be here challenging Colorado. And one of the reasons they are challenging Colorado is the play of Ziggy Palffy. This guy's been fantastic. He's scoring goals regularly. The power play looks very good. Him and Allison have magic together. So if Colorado wants to keep going and go longer than Game 7 against L.A. Kings, they're going to have to stop Palffy. They're going to have to stop Allison. But they got to make life as hard for Ziggy Palffy as L.A. is making it for Peter Forsberg.
So Kings and Avs, 9:30 Eastern on ESPN 2. In the meantime, our game, Barry, the Canadians and the Bruins, it's 1-1 after 1, and that's a good thing for the underdog.
Longer this stays close favors Montreal. Montreal has already had a great season, folks, but the Boston Bruins, #1 seed, if they don't win this series, they're going to be the thought of disappointments and having a bad season. So the longer this stays tied, favors Montreal, even though they're at home.
Still can't get over the haircut.
Oh, you'll be seeing it for a while. But mine grows back, unlike a lot of people's here.
Speak for yourself. Thanks for dropping by. 1-1 after 1 for Montreal. We're back for more after this. The NHL tonight over on ESPN 2 after Game 7 between the Kings and the Avs. John Butchie-Gross, Barry Melrose, Anson Carter as the Flyers blast Barber after a disappointing round 1. Islanders and the Leafs preview Game 7 and analysis post-game of the Kings and the Avs. All on NHL tonight after Colorado and Los Angeles. Montreal and Boston, it's 1-1 after 1. The Bruins goal scored by Brian Ralston. Back to Montreal for the second period after this.
Welcome to SportsCenter in-game.
After a scoreless second period for Montreal, it remains 1-1 between the Bruins and the Canadians. Hi, everybody. Bill Pito in the studio. In the NBA tonight, it's Toronto and Detroit. It's Game 4. The Raptors forcing this game with a victory when they were down 2-0, as they're going to maybe force a Game 5 if they can win tonight. Let's take a look at some of the highlights between the Raptors and the Pistons. This game from Toronto, Alvin Williams driving, taking it in for the lay-in. Ball game tied at 21. Del Curry, the ageless one of the great shooters, still can do some things from the outside for 3. Toronto's up 26-21. Antonio Davis in Game 3 had 30 points, jamming at home here. Toronto up 10. Keon Clark in the first half, 15 points, 13 boards. Final 2 minutes of the first half, and it's Keon Clark on the inside and a foul, and the Raptors looking good again, trying to force a Game 5. They're up 46-36 at the half. Clark with the 15 and 13. Corliss Williamson, former Raptor, current Piston, 6th man of the year for Detroit in this one, 12 points and 5 rebounds. Jerry West is going south. ESPN's David Aldridge reports that Jerry will be named the president of the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies franchise has never won more than 23 games in a season. A news conference is scheduled for tomorrow. Darryl Strawberry has been sentenced to 18 months in prison. This after violating his probation. Strawberry has avoided prison time in the past. Instead, he's been sent to drug treatment, but he's violated his probation 6 times. The latest violation involving breaking the rules of the drug treatment center by smoking, having sex with a resident, and trading baseballs for cigarettes.
I just like to get this behind me. I like to, get my 18 months and move on. My life is going in the right direction, and, I made some mistakes and everything, and I'm willing to pay the price for it, and I stand here today, and that's why I admitted, last time I came to court. It's time for me to get this behind me.
So, Strawberry going to prison for 18 months. Elsewhere, a high-ranking baseball official says Jerry Royster will become the permanent manager of the Milwaukee Brewers. Royster had been the interim boss after Davey Lopes was fired. The Brewers under Royster won their first 4 but have lost their last 6, but he's been named their permanent manager. In the meantime, we got baseball underway and ongoing in the top of the 9th inning with the Orioles leading the Red Sox by the score of 5-3. Baltimore no-hit. Actually, this is the first of a 3-game set. It was Derek Lowe who had the no-hitter for Boston in their last game. Nomar Garciaparra, RBI double for the Red Sox in this one. But Geronimo Gil for Baltimore, a home run. Melvin Mora has a home run. Baltimore's won 7 of 9 in 3 in a row and leading 5-3 at Fenway right now. 10 Eastern, ESPN. It's the Phillies and the Giants. Barry Bonds homerless in his last 8. That's after the Bruins and the Canadians right here on ESPN. From the NFL, the Skins have another quarterback signing. Shane Matthews cut last week by Chicago, and another former Florida State player who joined Steve Spurrier in Washington. Spurrier said yesterday that they were all set at quarterback. Now they got another one to call the signals. SportsCenter tonight, 11 Eastern, ESPN News. Rich Eisen, Dave Revson, Game 7 drama. Ken Carterly, the Cowboys, and the other Giambi. All on SportsCenter tonight, 11 Eastern on ESPN News. And a look ahead, 9:30 Eastern, about 40 minutes from now, Game 7, the Kings and the Avs. We'll preview it when we come back.
On behalf of your mouth, I would like to thank all of you who are ready to say, enough to snuff. I'm through with chew. That's it for spit. And to get you through the transition, try this tip to stay off dip. Find something else to chew. Like a hint, try a mint. Cinnamon sticks can do the trick. You might like some seeds to bite. Sugarless gum, yum, yum, yum. But if you really must have a dip, try French onion. It's my favorite. Most anything is worth a try if it helps you kiss this stuff goodbye.